All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've been saying this for 3.5 years about NYCHA Housing Authority. It's a corrupt housing agency that does not care about the people. They just want money. And this is, mind you, I've been saying this for months. I've been really saying this for months. I woke up this morning to do this video because I've been saying this for years, since I've been back in New York City. This is why I never lived in a NYCHA housing when I came or when I was raised in New York City. I live in Brownstone. Feel me? This is why you don't want to house yourself in a NYCHA housing. They just don't care. This
tithing.
LaShawn Smith, a mother of 2 in Brooklyn, worries she's not going to have a place to live.
I got an email and it dropped and I saw the NYCHA logo. I nearly fell to the floor.
This email saying the emergency housing voucher she has been receiving to help pay her rent will be suddenly ending this year. Congress created the vouchers through the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021, but it has run out of money 4 years earlier than expected.
Everybody on a voucher is not getting their voucher for free. My rent, I spend more than NYCHA spends for me.
She's one of 5,200 people in the New York City area alone that will be losing their vouchers. The email from NYCHA, who administers the federal program locally, says it's working to find alternative subsidized housing options, and voucher holders must fill out an application in NYCHA's public housing program. But there is no guarantee they will find them a place to live.
My application has been in NYCHA since 2017.
Since 2017, everybody. Think about this. I've been saying this for a long time. Just like the last 4 homeless men I interviewed. When I told how long you been homeless for? He said 10 years. How long you been waiting for housing? He said about 7. And still going to wait. Like I said, everyone, NYCHA Housing Authority, which is New York City Housing Authority, it's a corrupt housing agency. This is why I'm telling you, everyone, you think going into a homeless shelter and giving your information to the city of New York is going to help your homeless situation? No, it's not, because they're going to put you right back on the streets, and this is exactly what New York City does. It just puts people out on the streets.
Domestic violence, since abuse. I am labeled under domestic violence.
So you are...
She's a domestic violence holder. That means she should have special privilege, right? But no, New York City Housing Authority does not care. I've been saying this for years. I've been talking about this for years. I've been saying why the housing authorities here in some places are just corrupt. They don't care about the civilians, the citizens. They don't even care about the vets. So I ask you one question, everybody. What makes you think that everything that the city's going through, the violence, the gun violence, children dying on the streets, mind you, more homeless is being created by the very system that you think that's going to help you get out of homelessness?
Be on the wait list.
I've been on the wait list.
That's why she needed the voucher in the first place. She's been on the wait list for almost a decade. A wait list with more than 150,000 people. So where are you going to be at the list?
I don't know. We're in the hands of a bunch of people who don't care.
In a statement, NYCHA said it encourages residents to submit their application by May 1st and will be accepting applications on a rolling basis through the summer.
A computer gets to choose whether I get housed and...
See, and this is where I was saying yesterday in yesterday's live stream about being self-aware and self-important. No God is going to save this woman from being kicked out from her apartment. No God, and mind you, I'm not disrespecting this God that you guys preach about in the book of the Bible. I don't believe in it because it never saved me. But this is why, ladies and gentlemen, you have to be, mind you, you got to do it yourself. You have to do it yourself. This is why people, I tried to warn you, get together, stop the nonsense, unify. Because one day, we're going to need each other. It's either going to be us versus them. You have to pick a side. It's either you versus them. Pick a side. Do it fast. Because this is why I say homelessness is never going to end.
5 or 6 or 7,000 other families get housed?
Not a comfort to families wondering where they'll be 1 year from now.
And this is just going to make it worse for us if we don't have somewhere to live.
In Brooklyn, Dan Krauth, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Oh man, his legs are so badly swollen. That's what happens when people don't care about the homeless. They leave them out there on the streets to suffer. He needs to go to the hospital. That's what New York does, everybody. That is what New York does. Stop believing the hype of this is a beautiful city, because it is. It's a beautiful city camouflaged under evilness. The politicians, all these so-called activists. You preach about one thing, but don't want to defend another. Everybody's talking nonsense. Just like yesterday. It wasn't nonsense, it's just a point of fact. Someone said that I need to stop self-loving myself, self-caring. Listen, if you don't self-care about yourself, then you won't be able to do the things that you are, mind you, confident you're able to do. As I said before, everyone, I've been saying this for years about housing in New York City. You have to either become a millionaire or get the fuck out somewhere where you can afford to, mind you, live. This is the NYCHA Housing Authority. People about to lose their homes because they, mind you, misestimated the budget, putting people at risk. You think that's fair? You think that's fair? It's not fair.
But there is no...
It's not fair for... It's not fair for this woman.
It is
And you see why people are upset in New York City. I'm not the only one. Like I said, the mayor, his San Francisco, DC, Kansas City, yeah, stealing ideas. Look, scenarios. And people in New York City, this is why if you're a native and you're in New York City, if you don't look outside of New York City, you don't know what's going on around your world. Because right now the world's watching New York City get tremble on itself. I woke up early this morning to do something because, mind you, I ordered the groceries. I'm going to pick them up instead of I'm going to the other food bazaar over here in Long Island City, because this one over here in Bushwick, where I'm at, that one sucks. That one doesn't have what I need. And I realized the last time I ordered from Instacart, going through that food bazaar, is because they didn't give me the right things that I needed last time. So I'm going to this one. But anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know, I've been saying this for years about the housing structure here in New York City. It doesn't fix homelessness. It just multiplies it by 100. People are going to lose their homes. Mind you, one of these folks, she is a domestic violence applicant, right? What about a senior citizen that's also on that voucher system? Now that old person now, that person that is older of age is now going to be homeless on the streets. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, never rely on the system all the time. This is why I kept saying in all of my videos, this is why I don't rely on the system. You got to rely on yourself and the people. And you got to make sure that the people understand what you're talking about when it comes down to unifying together. Because it's like I said, it's only us versus them. You got to pick a side. So you better pick it now. Because this is not the end of the NYCHA saga. Look what's happened at Chelsea Housing in Manhattan. They want to build luxury homes, but they want to, mind you, put over 3,000 people back on the streets, relocate them. And mind you, you just heard in this video, it's not guaranteed if they're going to relocate you. That means if they don't relocate you, you're homeless. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? It just, like I said, look what's going on at the Basie houses in Brooklyn. In the middle of, between Bedford-Stuyvesant, Ocean Hill, and Brownsville. They want to take that little house, that ghetto little housing area, and build luxury homes. Luxury homes. Not homes for you and me. No, luxury homes. Listen to that word, what I'm saying. Luxury homes. Not accommodation, luxury. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is such a messed up thing in New York City. This is why I always ask you for your support, and you should support your neighbors. If they need sugar, give them sugar. If they need help with something, ask them. Because right now, we need each other. Because it's like I said, it's either us versus them. Everybody wanted free buses, free groceries. Guess what? That free groceries is going to cost you $30 million, taxpayers. That's what you want. But also, it's going to cost you because now the people that you are supposed to care about, which is your neighbor, by the way, that owns maybe a fruit and vegetable stand that sells, mind you, fruits and vegetables at a cheaper price, you're knocking them out of the business here. That's why, what's the point asking for free groceries when I can literally, and I've proven on this channel multiple times, you can get 2 big baskets of strawberries for two for $3. Instead of going to Whole Foods, no offense Whole Foods, and spending $6.99 on those same strawberry, but for one basket. You see what I mean? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I've been saying for years. I've been saying this and no one wants to believe it. Now you believe it. It's like you heard what they said. This is what NYCHA said. Watch this video again.
It is traumatizing.
LaShawn Smith.
You were already on the wait list.
I've been on the wait list.
That's why she needed the voucher in the first place. She's been on the wait list for almost a decade. A wait list with more than 150,000 people.
So where are you going to be at the list?
I don't know. We're in the hands of a bunch of people who don't care.
In a statement, NYCHA said it encourages residents to submit their application by May 1st and will be accepting applications on a rolling basis through the summer.
A computer gets to choose whether I get housed and 5 or 6 or 7,000 other families get housed?
Not a comfort to families wondering where they'll be 1 year from now.
And this is just going to make it worse for us if we don't have somewhere to live.
In Brooklyn, Dan Krauth, Channel 7.
Not guaranteed. Not guaranteed, everybody. So, like I said, this is not the end of the saga here in New York City. This is not the end of NYCHA's corruption. NYCHA has been under fire for the last 3 years in a row. Have you noticed the news? Money laundering, fraud, rent fraud, all this stuff in NYCHA. NYCHA. Google NYCHA in New York City, I guarantee you, like, wow. FBI just arrested, 79 people last year? Come on. It just keeps going and going. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, we as a people would never seek the righteousness if we don't unify together. Trust me. Like I said, it's either us versus them. Pick a side.